So next on the water in the double sculls, we've got the New Zealanders, Storey and Harris. To the left of your picture on the Berkshire station. Storey and Harris have fairly sluggish start there. Just keep an eye on how this race unfolds. Jackson and Stevens on the other station, on the Buck station, have gone out pretty central. The umpire's keeping a very beady eye on that one.
So I think Jackson and Stevens, their race plan is going to be hang on, hold them, see if you can take them off the start, try and get ahead, because they're facing New Zealanders with Olympic history, with medals at the World Championship, bronze medals, gold medals, and so they are going out to see what they can do.
Had some big name winners in this competition over the years. In the doubles, open to any club members. British Rowing senior status in sculling if you want to get into this one. And at the moment this is a race that's in its infancy, but it's going to hot up.
I think Storey and Harris are going to at some point say, this is who we are. We've been to 2 Olympics each. We've been World Championships, World Champions in 2017. We're bronze medalists in 2018. We are here to do, as part of our international season, we are here gearing up for the World Championships this year and for the Olympics next year.
I'd say they're listening to you, because whilst you were saying all that, they've put on the spurt that might, although it be very early, kill off Jackson and Stevens.
I think New Zealanders, we often see that the New Zealanders will often race at a very high, steady rate throughout, whereas, you know, Jackson and Stevens, they will have just gone out and done a fantastic start. They could say they were ahead coming out of the start. They've got an opportunity to race Olympians like this, so for them it was all about the start. But we can now see that Storey and Harris completely in control, and we get to see some top-class sculling here. They will be conserving energy for the weekend, thinking about the races ahead, thinking about the season ahead, and now just refining how they're rowing on this bubbly Henley water.
Well, there'll be a couple of rowers paddling up to the start who are very familiar with this stretch of water, keeping a very close eye on what these two are doing. John Collins and Graham Thomas will be on the water at 4:05. They won't be getting ahead of themselves, but they'll have this in mind, won't they, that they may face these New Zealanders over the weekend. Absolutely.
Yeah, they've been racing each other at World Cups, at World Championships. John Storey was a gold medalist at the under-23s 10 years ago, 2009. So he's got 10 years of top-class international experience there. And they are both showing that they are a class act.
And if you want to put it into context, how classy, you look at the boat they're currently beating, and you've got Jonathan Jackson, a former Leander Club member, finalist here at Henley in 2017. He's got 2 under-23 world bronze medals, so he's no slouch. In the boat with Oliver Stevens, and they're both at a good age, aren't they? 24 and 22, so they're at their peak of their powers.
Absolutely, under-23 medals from both of them. So absolutely some real talent in that crew.
What you really need to know is that Oliver Stevens, who you can see in that boat, the Jackson and Stevens boat on the Buck station, he owns a pizza business with James Fox. They both live in Henley. James Fox is a Paralympic and world champion rower. He's a bit of a character, James Fox. He spent a month or 2 doing work experience with me, shadowing whilst he was out injured. He caused absolute mayhem around the office. In a good way. But there was free pizza on it for all the time.
Shows his versatility. This lovely back shot of the New Zealanders, again, that's great for any of us rowing fans, that sculling fans that at home, we want to watch good technique. And we don't often get this shot. This is quite a hard shot to get when you're training, to have that sense of how parallel are the shoulders, where am I really connecting. You can see the lats beneath the shoulder blades that are being connected, so not the top of the shoulders. And that's a great shot for us, anyone learning and thinking about what good sculling connection looks like from that view.
Jonathan Jackson is back there. He was just having a glance over his right shoulder to check where Storey and Harris had reached. I don't think he was too pleased with what he saw. Serious work to be done. I'm afraid they're running out of time here. It's the lead boat. Storey and Harris are in front of the stewards now. Crowds, everyone jostling for position, trying to get a good view of what's happening on the water. Very warm here at Henley this afternoon.
Seeing some of the best scullers in the world here, and that is a real honour, it's a real treat for everyone watching to see world champions like this, to see athletes who will be contesting for medals at the World Championships and the Olympic Games.
Storey and Harris of New Zealand over the line in the heat of the afternoon here at Henley Royal Regatta on day 3. Their safety through to semi-finals day. A good win for them. In the doubles, Jackson and Stevens. Classy performance.